All right. Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome back to our podcast, Two Black Dads, where we sit and we talk with other black fathers or non-black fathers. I didn't think about that. We want to make sure everyone's included here, Keith. I know we don't want to just disclude non-black dads.
Yes. We are all dad friendly.
All dad friendly.
All dad inclusive.
So that's for you, Dad. So don't step away from the podcast just because we didn't include your ethnicity. But I'm Tyson Bell. We are here today. I'm going to let everyone else introduce themselves.
I am Keith Luke. I'm the other black dad. And we have a very special guest here today with us. We're going to let him introduce himself.
Hey, my name is Ndubuisi Nwade. I am a black dad, but like they said, all dads matter. Husband, father, nerd, and I also happen to pastor. Yeah.
Okay.
Dope.
Good.
Yeah, welcome, man.
Thanks for having me. Space feels
here.
good.
Yes,
Thank you
nice
for
space.
gracing us with your presence, man. We love your energy. We love, when we were talking about various guests that we wanted to invite on, you were definitely in our top three.
Man, I'm feeding off
in our top three.
I'm top. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Is that okay? Yeah.
Top three guests.
Hooray! Hooray! I'm going home now. See you guys later. He said you're top 3, but you're not 1 or 2.
Right. So that was scheduling. We were trying to get you. We had our people.
You're busy.
Your
Very
people.
busy.
You're a busy man.
In
You're a busy
Europe
man.
at the Olympics.
Olympic Games.
Right.
Yes, via television.
Via television.
Still, I've been there. Wonder of technology.
BC, tell us about your daughter. The reason you are a father.
Is there a reason you started with that question? Is there a tier count that you're going for on this?
I usually ask the other question that's kind of deeper, but I'm gonna save that.
Okay.
After this. But I want to tell us about your why for your father. The fact that you are. Tell us about Jean.
Man, Jean is, and I know everyone says this, right? But Jean is the absolute best thing in the world. She's so smart and she's so dope and she's so phenomenal. Jean she is like, if you were to take all of the world's sun rays, put them in a bag, swing that bag over your shoulder, and then like skip through a field of daisies. That's
Jean.
That's Jean. Effervescent and bright, and I mean, you know Jean.
Yes.
If Jean sees me look at you and smile, Jean will go and hug you.
Wow.
She's like, oh yes, okay. And someone else I can love. She talks to strangers in the store. She's always giving instructions to places she doesn't know where she should go. Jean is like, she softens me, man. She's so dope in that regard. I don't like it. Yeah, I mean, I can go on for little hours about her. She's such a genius. She's incredible. She's always learning and crafting. And then even her struggles, like her struggles are frustrating. I'm pretty sure she deals with anxiety. And you see her like wrestling to like regulate her emotions and calm herself down. And even that, as frustrating as it is because of who she is, I'm filled with like sympathy for her. I'm like, as a person who has anxiety, I understand, and depression, I understand like the struggle of trying to like calm yourself down. Yeah. And I want to like climb in her skin and say, all right, let me take the wheel. I got this. I just kind of want her to continue to be like the bright, incredible thing she is. She hurts me. She really hurts my heart. Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. The way you described your daughter. I hope one day she listens to this podcast and she hears how deeply precious she is
She won't
to
care.
you.
She won't care. We're at the stage, I really don't like this. So I constantly tell my daughter I love her. I'm like, yeah, I love you. And so now I'll be like, hey, Jeannie, guess what? She'll be like, I know. I'm like, you know what? And she was, you love me. Doesn't that make you happy? She's like, I'm like, hey, Jeannie, I love you. She goes, oh, Dad. Oh, I cry now.
She's at that stage. Right?
Yeah, she's the worst.
It's gonna be a while with that stage.
She the worst, best girlfriend I ever had.
Oh man, that's interesting. You saying that, you telling her that you love her all the time. Just had this thought. When you were growing up, your own dad.
Nope.
Was that something that? Okay. And
That may be the best response we've had.
That was rapid fire, right? Like, straight from the hip.
No story there.
Right out the gate.
Okay. Now, is that informed by your culture of your that your father? And for our listeners who may not know your background, could you share a little bit about your cultural, ethnic background for us, please?
This is problematic. I'll look at camera 3 or 1 of the two. So I am Nigerian. I'm Igbo, by blood. I'm FBI, full-blooded Igbo. And
I love it.
Yeah. We the best, DJ Khaled. Those who study non-Western cultures understand that there's a honor-shame aspect to them. You know, you see it really well in like Japanese culture and Arabic culture. So our culture is an honor-shame culture as well, similar to like Hebrews and so forth. And so because of that, I don't know what it is, but there's not a ton of like overtly masculine love demonstrated in what I guess you could argue as the traditional understanding of love demonstrations. So, you know, you get a lot of like pride. I'm proud of you if you do well. I'm ashamed of you if you don't. Proud of you, and not because I'm ashamed of you, but because you've brought shame on us, right? Or I'm proud of you because you have brought honor to us, right? And so things are a lot of, you know, just kind of like, hey, let's get this done, let's move along, and so forth. And so I don't think I would make the argument that my father didn't love me. I would strongly say my father didn't demonstrate that in really tangible or practical ways, especially outside of like, you know, pre-adolescence, preteen. You know, when I was a kid, I can remember him like throwing me in the air. I remember he used to do this thing where he came home from work and my siblings and I would all run to the door and he'd come in, we'd line up and he'd grab us under the arms and he'd go, hocha, 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 and 3 times and each one, and he all right, got it away. But as we got a little older, I don't think I can recall my father saying I love you to me, or definitely not hugging me or any of those things. We didn't throw a ball. And then my father had his own issues and struggles outside of that, just cultural, we don't do this kind of thing. I may have gotten a little less than maybe other people did. We didn't throw a ball in the yard. We didn't go for walks. I was a track star. I mean, I was a star. My father never came to a single one of my meets. Wow. Not a single one. Events, things like that. Like, he just didn't do that. I didn't receive that. And I think that's part of the reason why I'm so intentional. I have this weird thing with people where I crave like love and affirmation. Or like, and Tyson and I are super close. So like, I'll walk up to Tyson, I'll lay my head on his chest. I'm just like, Tyson.
Yeah, but also uncomfortably close.
Yes. I strive for. I love awkward situations.
The awkwardness.
Yes. But I know a part of that is also outside of me just, you know, being, highly kinesthetic and so forth. A part of me also sees like a black man and says, man, I'd love to have a good relationship with this man. And my brain says, this is what my father should have been or could have been.
Oh man.
Right.
Yeah.
So having like when I have a good relationship with a man, it's like, oh yeah, it's like filling that void, that emptiness. When I was younger, I found myself like doing like just extra for people to notice me. Like I'm loud and I'm jumping over things because I want people to look at me and say, oh, I love you. And so I noticed that in myself. I see it also in my daughter, and I want to curtail it. Yeah. I want her to find her goodness and her worth and all of her value.
Yeah, her own identity.
Intrinsically and inherently in herself. Yeah. Right? I love you because you are lovable. Yeah. Right? God loves you, period. Not because you did something, because you got his attention. And so the way, I could be doing it wrong, I don't know, it's my first time. But the way I've sought to kind of put that in her is by constantly showering her with love. Like, I love the mess out of you, little girl. Yeah. And I'll come home, I'll kiss your mother, and I'm gonna jump off the couch on you, right? I to this day, she's 6 now, and I still pick her up. I carry her in bed and out of bed, and just maybe I might be doing too much, but I just want her to know, my daddy loves me, right? Yeah. Especially in the space. I grew up in New York. You know what I'm saying?
Me too, by the way. I just want to make sure our listeners,
Rochester is not a part of New York City.
Aware.
It is a part of Canada, though.
That he and I grew up in the same.
You know what? This is totally irrelevant.
I thought this was a safe place. Safe place.
Not that this matters, but I was actually born in the Bronx.
Hey, let's get it.
So BX all day.
Yeah.
So there's 3 of us New York
Queens, baby. Grammy retarded. You feel me? Yeah.
But left at an early age.
Well, he left earlier, so
I was never there.
But I noticed. I don't know if I should even say this, man. We had like a term for a certain kind of female. And what we noticed is, like, as we categorized them, we were terrible kids, man. Is that we noticed, like, this kind of girl responds this kind of way, You know what I'm saying? Or this kind of dude responds this kind of way. You know what I'm saying? And so what I wanted was for my daughter to be like Jasmine would be annoying me. I'd be like, yo, Jasmine, you so beautiful. She'd be like, I know. And I'm like, yo, that's not what I want from you. I want you to be like, oh, really? But she'd be like, yeah, I know. I mean, what you want me to do? I want Gene to be like, yo, Gene, you like, I want to know, my dad has already showered me with enough love. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't have to show out to get something from you.
She's been poured into.
Yeah.
She's not looking for it
there you go.
elsewhere. Yeah, absolutely. That's good. Absolutely.
Yeah. That's good. I love how we want to be able to, the things we didn't get as from our fathers, we make sure that cycle stops with our current children. I think that's good. And even though some fathers keep that going, you know, I see that a lot with some of our students. But I think that's great.
Millennials run the world, man.
Yes, we are.
Do the right thing.
We are.
As Spike Lee said.
Ooh, classic. That's a classic.
Listen.
That's that, back in the day. Yeah.
Go Google it.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. I had a question for you.
Uh-huh.
What is your favorite memory so far with Gene? What is the one that brings you joy? Or if you think about it, you're like, oh, that was a good time.
This is tough, man. Because, like, every day is we had some dope fun this morning. Okay, so I can give you two.
Okay.
One is, like, a self-inflicted wound. And then the other is just what it is. So when Jean was real, when she was, like, 3. We went to Disney, went to Florida. Jean is so spoiled. It goes back to, like, us doing what we have not received from our parents. I hadn't. The first time I've been to Disney World was the year I got married. Disney World in like Florida. This is a life. Y'all know me. I'm a nerd. I'm just like, yo, let's do this. Peter Pan makes me weep. I'm there. We did Disney, we did Universal, and we purposed like we want our daughter to experience this. Jean's been to Disney World every year of her life.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Twice a year.
Oh my!
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's been twice a year. So for 6 years, she's been 12 times. Wow. And I've never been until we got married.
Yeah. I still haven't been.
Listen, spoiled. You hear me? I think I'm ruining her. But she has this thing where, especially when she was younger, she thought that because she goes so often, so that Minnie and Mickey like knew her. So we were at Disney. We were like walking past, and she's like, "Daddy, we have to go and see Mickey and Minnie. They have like this little thing where you can go and stop in and then you see them." We have to go see Mickey and Minnie. I was like, oh, baby, we got things to do. She said, Daddy, they need to see how much I've grown.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, this girl, she's really relational. Like, she wants to be in the space, in the vibe, build community. And that thing has stuck with me. The other is I do this dumb thing I probably should not do. It's not good for me. But since she was real small, I started when she was crawling. Every now and then I'll take a camera and I, like, walk behind her as she's doing it. And I'm building a collage of like walk behind you videos.
Oh, that's kind of dope.
There's one where like in the mall, she's like running and I'm running behind her. She's in the park and she's running and I'm running behind her. In my mind, I was like, yeah, the last video in this collage will be her walking down the aisle.
Oh my
goodness. I'll walk behind her with it, and then I'll go get in my grave.
Right.
But that one is
it's not gonna be a dry eye,
bro,
in the house.
I'm killing myself, man.
Oh my goodness.
But I love that memory I'm building of Daddy's always behind you. Like I always got your back. Wherever you, like I'm here. I got you. I'm cheering you on. So those are probably the two.
Oh my goodness. Jean's future husband is going to have huge shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Because
it's like future what?
Yeah, look at it right now, right? Like, yeah. He's gonna see this podcast.
I see you, Reggie.
In 30 years. Good reference. I like it.
I told you pop culture references.
Right.
That's like the third one.
Yeah.
This is when he's preaching. I think I tell him I'm always counting the pop culture references.
Mid sermon, man. You gotta drop it out.
There's one or two each sermon.
Make sure you're listening. Make sure you're with me.
Yeah, man. I love it. Man, I have so many questions here, and okay, here's one. And this is more like a formal question, but
okay. Put my formal hat on.
Take it at answer it at your own speed. Okay. How do you navigate balancing the needs of, or not the needs, but like say the demands of ministry, right, with the responsibilities of being a present and active father, being a present and active dad?
Ooh, I used to be terrible. I used to be horrible. I was and I'm not saying that this is true about pastors, but there is a stereotype with regard to pastors and their families, that their families don't like them because they're never home, You know, we're doing something and church calls and I'm up and I'm out.
Yeah.
And see y'all later. And I used to be terrible. Especially when before I was ordained, I was still an intern. I was trying to cut my teeth. And, you at any job, you want to show, like, I can do this. Man, I'd be at the church 3 a.m, organizing for the week, planning, no family worships. No, I'm just like, I'm here, I'm there 2 hours before board meeting, setting up, getting plates, together, grab donuts for the board. And I'm there 2 after because everyone wants to talk and unpack. And then, pastor, come pray with me. I used to be horrible. When we first got here to Columbus, we used to live in Dublin. And I came home from an exceptionally long meeting one night. And Jasmine was standing in the hallway. She's so dramatic. She's standing in the hallway. She was playing, what is it? It's a song by her. It was like you don't see me. You don't know me, something like that. And she's just standing there looking at me like the wind's blowing. And I was like, oh, like I'm becoming that thing. So transition now is I don't care. My family is top. So as some of you have seen me, like I'll be in meetings, we'll be in like business meeting. I'm addressing the church and my phone will ring and I'll say, hold on, it's Jasmine. And I'll take the call in the meeting. Right. Hey, babe, I'm in a meeting. You good? Yeah, I'm good. Okay, I'll call you later. All right, bye. Because I want her to know that this church is not a priority over you. It's a priority, but not over you.
Yeah.
And with Jean, I'm trying to do my best to do the same. And so this morning I knew I was coming here at noon. So I said to myself, okay, I can't. So normally I get up in the morning and I'm returning emails, I'm making phone calls. Some people are in the hospital, go check on them. And I'm just trying to make sure that we have a stat conference coming up, make sure we're organized. I'm doing that. But this morning I said, okay, I'm going to be here at noon. That means the 2 hours I would be doing for that, I'm going to be spending with Jean. It sucks for me because then I got to move those 2 hours to somewhere else in the day. But I can't have her feeling like, you know what I'm saying? Because already, like, we'll be hanging out and I'll be like, all right, Jean, I'm going out, I'm leaving. Daddy, where you going? It's Wednesday. Oh, prayer meeting? Yeah, I'm going to prayer meeting, but I'll be right back. Yeah. Okay, or you can come with me, right? Or Daddy, it's Sunday. I know you have board meeting. You know what I'm saying? So I try to, and someone's gonna be upset. Someone's gonna be hurt. Someone's gonna be upset with me. Someone's not gonna like it. I've just purposed that the person who's upset won't be my family. Because I can replace you, and I know it sounds terrible. But I can't replace them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
and that time is golden, man. Yeah, especially obviously we're talking about fatherhood and the context of being a dad. You only have so much time with your kids before they're grown. Yeah. Before your daughter, is like, hey, I'm gonna go kick it with my friends.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
No, me. Kick with me. Stay here with me.
Yeah. So
I think it's so important. I think now with Autumn being a senior, when we were walking a campus a couple weeks ago, I was like, whoa, this is about to happen. You're about to be a college student. And I'm literally like, you have to like plan, schedule time in your day. Like with our job, I'm like, okay, my contractor time is 8:15 to 3:45.
Absolutely.
At 3:45, work, I'm done.
Yeah.
Because then I need to do, and not just family, health.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to schedule time for my health. I got to be at the gym for an hour.
Yeah.
Then I can do this with this child. I need date night once a week. I said, you have to literally pencil that stuff in, and our family, because if not,
Yeah, intentionality, man.
I don't want to belabor because I know we have tons of questions. Right?
Go ahead. That's what it's for.
Tyson raises an incredible point, and there's a guy you guys should have on here, and you guys might know him because you're both Canada adjacent, via your wife, and of course, you live there.
Of course.
Of course. But
this is a regular.
Adrian Langdon.
From Andrews.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Adrian is, I kid you not, the best father on earth. And sometimes I'll just look at him and say, oh, I'm going to do that, right? But when you said schedule time, like Adrian will schedule time, like intentionally in his calendar. This is my daughter's time. This is my son's time. Wow. This is my other son's time. And there's time when it's them together, and there's time when it's like it's just me. Like I remember Adrian put on a suit, walked out the front door, and then turned around and rang the doorbell and took his daughter on a date.
Oh, wow.
Right, like, I'm picking you up, and I'm walking you to the car. And I'm like, yeah, that's dope. And sometimes, though, I feel bad, like, I have to. So Jazz and I had a conversation years ago. I'm sorry, baby, if I'm putting our stuff out, but we would do this. We're like, should we schedule sex? Like, should we write that in the calendar? Something about it felt wrong. because it's like, no, we should, walk in with groceries and drop some tomatoes and and touch hands, and then it begins to rain in the kitchen, right? But sometimes it's like, no, it's important to me. Let's schedule it. And even with our kids, right? Like saying, this is Gene time. This is Autumn time. This is Anderson time. This is Izzy time. This is Ben time. I'm throwing the kids out there so you guys can find them. But like, it's so important to be intentional. Yeah. Because also it says to our kids,
you're important.
I'm important enough.
Yeah, you matter. Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm in his calendar. And so
we schedule work like that. I love there's a saying that Myron Edmonds used. He said, I was Superman in the streets, but I was Clark Kent at home.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I said, at work, I'm on fire. I'm like, my calendar, I got everything on my calendar for work. I got a meeting at this time, meeting at this. But then at work, it's like, I'll get to you when I'm going to. And then our families are failing.
Yep.
Then we're in family therapy, and the job will replace us at the drop of a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do that now. I schedule. I thought it was silly at first, but that's in my calendar.
Yeah. There's a saying in ministries, when you die, your replacement will do your eulogy. Before you're in the ground, they know who's coming next. I'm going to pour into my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While I can.
Wow.
Absolutely.
What scares you about fatherhood?
Everything. It's the great experiment, especially with our firstborn. Yeah. Right? We're pretending we know what we're doing, or we're learning on the fly.
On the job training.
OJT. Yeah. Right. It's similar to what I say about like pastoring. I don't know if you heard me say. I often say we're tour guides who've never finished a tour. Like I've never gone through it. I'm taking you through it as the first time. I'm scared of a lot, man. I'm scared of like my daughter comes to me and says, "Daddy, my ankle hurts." And do I say, "Okay, this is a big deal," or "This is nothing"? Yeah. If I say, "Hey, it's just growing pains," I leave it alone. And do I come back next week and your foot's falling off? Right. I think the biggest thing that scares me about fatherhood is messing her up, especially like seeing when she was younger, man. Like, this kid is a legitimate genius. Like, I'm not just like, oh, I'm a dad and she's a genius. And I realized real early that I was at like the end of my depth with regard to like, I know things, right? But I don't know how to shape you into a thing that knows things, right? So I was so afraid, like, what if I mess something up and drop this ball? What if I don't do what I'm supposed to do on time, or I do something too late or too early? What if I push too hard or push too? Yeah, it's the biggest fear, like just messing her up. And so, like, partnering with Jasmine, partnering with God, and saying, "Hey, God, just what do we do next? What do we do now?" And hope that we get it right, and be gracious enough with ourselves, and then just ask the kid, to forgive us when we mess up. Hey, kid, I'm sorry. Yeah. I jacked this up. Daddy, sorry.
Yeah, it's a faith walk.
Yeah.
It's a faith walk. Absolutely. I loved how one of our previous guests mentioned, I had asked him about if it was harder to parent children or teenagers, and he mentioned that with children, it's physically draining, but with like teenagers, it's emotionally draining. Yeah. And I'd never heard it that way. And I'm like, it is. When they were little, I was like, oh my God, play on the floor and da-da-da. But now it's the emotions and everything you're going through.
Yeah.
And it's what you were as a teenager times 100. Mixed with your spouse's genes.
I don't like that.
So it's and throw a dash of social media.
Oh yeah, social media
and all these devices in there nowadays. Right?
Uncle Joe and Aunt Philippa. Yeah, throw them all in there.
Yeah.
Who is that? We'll talk later.
Yeah, I made that.
It's 2024.
Yeah, I was 2024. Am I missing somebody?
Like Philippa. That's my transitioning uncle there.
It's the new Blue's Clues host.
It's the new Blue's Clues. Wait, Blue's a girl. Did you all know that Blue was a girl?
Yes. And Magenta is her friend.
Wait. Is that kind of like Hello Kitty is a human?
No, Hello Kitty's a cat.
And that's what I'm saying.
And will always be a cat. She's a cat who owns a cat.
What is that? I'm like, is the company trying to gaslight us here?
No, they are.
With the Hello Kitty is a human?
They're
I'm like,
they're
what is
trying
this
to Bernstein Bears us. That's what they're trying to do.
Goodness.
This is Mandela effect. Nah, man.
This is madness.
This is a cat, and her friend is a bunny. Those are ears.
Yes.
This thing is real.
Oh, my goodness.
But Blue is a girl.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad we're tackling the deeper questions.
This is what the world needs to know.
They need to know.
Right. Okay. Man, I love it. I love it so far. What are some of the unique joys that you've experienced as a father that you didn't expect before having a daughter?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. We didn't ask that to ourselves, did we? That's a good question.
I don't think we have.
I don't think we did.
I feel like I'm on Hot Ones. That's a good question.
Some sauce.
So I think there are many. Probably the most profound to me is the softening effect that she has on me. I am mush and I don't like it, but it gives me the ability. Like I take joy in like weeping with her. Sometimes it's annoying because everything is a big deal. Then sometimes I'm like, this hurts. That's good. So like slowing, because her mind works so quickly. She's always, I think it's part of her anxiety. And I've been able to like just, in trying to teach her to slow down, like sit with her and unpack this. Sometimes we laugh through it. Sometimes we cry through it. Sometimes it's like, oh, this is very, but this softening to the point where like I'm more introspective now of everything that's happening. Because before I just brush it off and be like, all right, we got to move. You ain't got time for this. Yeah. Now it's like, no, this has effect. What effect does it have? How does that influence me? What am I feeling about it? What does that feeling evoke in me? What comes out of that? And I didn't think that I would enjoy that as much as I do. The Marine in me, the New Yorker in me, Nigerian in me is like, bro, what are you doing? Keep moving. Like the dad in me is like, no, this is big, man. Yeah. Bingo is in the hospital. Like that bird died. There's a dead bird in our driveway the other day. Gene was like, dead bird. I'm like, girl, come on. I said, Daddy, this bird doesn't have a head. And I was like, all right, let me go sit down. We squatted next to it, and I was like, okay, this bird died. Yeah. Oh, my 6-year-old's experiencing death for the first time. Yeah. Oh. Hey, what do you feel about this? Yeah. Well, the ants are eating him. Oh, okay. So curiosity. And what does that make you feel? Oh, I'm a little sad. And so that has been something I didn't expect, but I quite enjoy it.
Yeah. And it's good that we get in tune with our kids' emotions and hear it and say, okay, I got to address it. Yeah. That's powerful.
And also help them process and work through it. Yeah. You mentioned your cultural background as a Nigerian, and, my cultural background is that of a proud Dominican from the Caribbean, right? West Indian. And
I don't feel comfortable in this room, by the way. I have nothing in my background.
You're French. Isn't Canada French?
Oh, that is hilarious.
Carry on, my friend. Carry on, my friend.
That's so funny.
We're gonna have no listeners in Rochester.
Right.
Except for we love you, Rochester.
Everyone, right?
Except for my mom.
Rochester, Quebec.
Offend everyone. No. And in a previous podcast, we talked about our experiences, with our fathers and our dads, and I shared that, growing up with my dad, there was a lot of the stereotypical like sternness, right? And to my dad's credit, I've seen some growth and maturation and whatnot, and my dad and I have a great relationship now. I think when you're a kid and you grow up in a family where you're told to just like, come on, that's foolishness, and it does something to you as a kid. You learn to, especially as a man, as a male, as a boy, you learn to to suppress those emotions. That's not the healthiest thing in the world. Later they come out, right? And I had a huge anger issue. I had a horrible temper as a boy, as a young man, and I had to deal with that. So I think it's great. I love the fact that you're actually taking the time. You're talking to your daughter about how does that make you feel, right? Like that's phenomenal, man. That's phenomenal.
Pray for me, because sometimes I'm just like,
that's healing, man.
Bro, let's move. Yeah. Move around. But I'm trying to be intentional about
and it's good that we can, like what you were saying, I think what I thought about is when they have those situations, we can but then share an experience. I had that this weekend with my daughter. She went through something, and I emotionally knew she was upset about something. Yeah. And I went to her room, and I heard her crying, and I sat down and, rubbed her back. We talked about it, and I shared. I said, I did this as well. And I said, it's in stuff that I believe is everything that we go through. I believe is meant for us to share with somebody. To let them know, hey, if I made it out, you can make it out. So it's good to, let our kids know that we're normal.
We're humans.
Ooh, that's good. Yeah. I was like 21. I don't know. I came home randomly to visit my mom. She used to work Kingsbrook Jewish in Brooklyn. And just stopped in to see her night shift, charge nurse. I'm talking to her in the parking lot. She came out. I hadn't been home in like months. She's so happy to see me. We're talking. And she's just talking. And the more she talked, I started to get like upset. I was getting angry. And I said, Mom, stop. And she goes, what is it? And I said, Mom, everything you're telling me now, if you had told me 5 years ago,
Wow.
I wouldn't have done half.
Wow.
And it just hit me like sometimes we're so afraid of losing, like standing in our kids' eyes, not being perfect, that we don't share with them what we've gone through, what we've done, where we've been, how we've been hurt.
Yep.
So to help them navigate and maybe potentially avoid some things. I think that's huge in terms of just like, taking the time to say, you know what, Dad, here's what happened with me.
Yeah.
Here's what, so I think that's dope.
And it's hard. I think it's hard because we don't want, just like saying I'm sorry.
Yeah.
People don't want to say I'm sorry, just like we don't want to admit. Like I tell my children all the time, I say, this is where I lost my virginity. I said, I want to be open with you because it was at this age. I want to share these things because just in case, these habits are lingering in your mind.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep nothing from you. But it's hard to get that out.
Yep.
Because it's almost like you're putting your stuff on exposure.
Yeah.
And that's hard, but it's necessary.
Yeah.
I believe God can't heal what we hide.
Ooh.
That's something I'm going through now. With the community I'm with, I'm like, I'm letting stuff out of my mouth that I'm struggling with.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and the more I talk, the better those things are becoming.
Yeah.
And I think when we do that to our children, even our spouses, we're able to heal and then help them heal whatever they may be thinking about. Because that little seed of whatever sin we had growing up may be birthing in them, and then we kind of knock it out the way.
Don't you think that sets us up, though, to be, I think, maybe even better parents?
Absolutely.
In that we create spaces where our children know Dad's not perfect. So when I'm imperfect, I don't have to be afraid to talk to Dad.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Like, oh my gosh, but it's like, oh no, I can tell him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he can help me navigate it. As opposed to like the indomitable, wall.
Yeah. It erases that false sense of infallibility.
Yeah.
And it makes us more relatable. It makes us approachable.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
And if we don't tell them, then we are just continuing this cycle of just keeping our stuff to ourselves, and then they'll do it with their kids, and then they'll do it with their kids, and it's just we're never ever gonna heal from that. But it makes us better parents.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. That's
good. What would not to preach, right?
Please.
When you spoke about like things that are just in you, whether you talk about it or not, like the stuff I see in my daughter, I'm like, oh, my father did that. Like I see it, right?
Yeah.
And when you realize that Abram and Sarai, before their names were changed, went to Egypt, Abram was like, oh, you fine, girl. They gonna mess me up for you. So tell them that you're my sister, and they'll do whatever they want to do with you, but at least I'll be alive, right? And they had no kid, they had no nothing, and then years later, Isaac is in Egypt with his wife and does the same thing. Wow. Right? Wow. As opposed to like Abraham being like, hey, one time me and your mom, we were, a little extended stay down in the southern country, and this thing popped off and and whoo. And now Isaac's down there is like, oh, wait, my dad did this. Just what it might have looked like.
Yeah. So. I have a point of reference. I've heard, this is not going to work with me because I know what happens if I did something.
Yeah.
And they need that. They need that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's good. That's really good.
Man, this is so rich. I'm looking at the time. We're 40 minutes in, and I'm like, we only got 20 minutes left. Hey,
he is pretty chatty. I will say.
Part two. I'm sorry.
Hey, listen.
This will be a 3-part series.
I talk too much.
No. I'm saying like I hope we have enough time, and I feel like we don't have enough time to cover everything, but that's all right, man. Well, part two. You said it. You said it first.
I did. I wanted to ask you a question about how I know it's so important. We're busy with work. We're busy with parenting. How do you self-care is so important? What is your fatherly self-care? What do you do to bring in BC to take care of yourself?
I be failing, man. So gym, I try to go 3 times a week. I don't do it every week.
Gym is his place. It's not a man.
No, it's not gym.
It's not that
I go see Jim.
Yeah, here you are.
I go lift Jim. But I declared yesterday. Sundays are for sprinting, so
good.
I go run on Sunday.
Run.
Oh, I sprint.
You sprint.
I'm not alone. I'm West African. Not East African.
That's funny.
I don't be doing distances. I sprint. I haven't done it in quite a few months, so I'm really upset with myself. But I longboard. I roller skate. My skates have been untouched this whole year. I'm sorry, skates. I see them where they are right now. And I'm a nerd, so I read.
That's good.
I read books. I read manga. And when I have time, I sit at the PS5, but I haven't touched that thing in months. So, yeah.
What games do you play? Top 3.
Top 3 of all time. Okay. Okay. Gotta be God of War series. I gotta say Assassin's Creed series. After that.
So you like the solo?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll 2K every now and then. I'll COD every now and then. But like my personal favorites, it's gonna be God of War. It's gonna be Assassin's Creed, and then there's a fight between like 3-way tie: Kingdom Hearts, Star Wars, Fallen Order, and Drake's Uncharted.
Okay, I like it. I like it. I didn't know you were a gamer. That's dope.
Oh
man.
yes,
sir. That's dope.
From young, World of Warcraft. Sims, that's
okay.
Final Fantasy.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I of those games you mentioned, started playing God of War a while back. Amazing game. Haven't finished it. Same is true of Drake. What is it? Uncharted. Uncharted series.
There's a whole thing now.
Oh my goodness, those games are amazing. Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
I need to.
Those Spider-Man games are crazy. I mean, phenomenal.
I played the old ones.
So immersive.
Yeah, that's what I want to.
Oh my goodness. I love starting the games. Like I like, oh my gosh, it's amazing that the graphics, the technology, and I put them to the side. I'm like, I'll pick this up later, and then I get caught up in something else. But okay, I see you.
Honorable mention: Hogwarts Legacy.
I have not tried it. I watched some reviews. I was like, okay, it looks good. Good.
That's a good game.
Okay, I'll check it out. Put it on my Christmas wish list.
I'm a Rolling fan though, so
okay. That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Well, I think my knowledge of games is Super Mario Brothers, maybe Tetris.
Come on, classics.
What's that old one with the
throwback?
Not Pong.
Pong. Yeah.
Oh wow, you took it all the way back.
Yeah. And I don't even really play that game. I just point a rep. I'm trying to fit into the conversation.
You can play analog Pong.
Oh, okay.
It's
that
tennis.
Sounds pretty exciting. Yeah.
Tennis. What it's called.
If I can get that app.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good racket.
Oh man. Okay.
I had another fun question. Sorry to jump in front of you, Keith.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
Who is your favorite TV dad and why? And yes, Cliff Huxtable is okay in this setting.
In this setting,
he's okay.
Favorite TV dad?
I thought that'd be a fun question.
I want to ruffle some feathers.
Oh man, here we go. Somebody's done something to somebody.
Yeah, it's so I love Cliff Huxtable.
Yes.
I love Uncle Phil.
Yes.
I love Uncle Carl Winslow. Great people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Family Matters.
Family Matters is good stuff. I'm probably gonna say, what's his name from My Wife and Kids?
Oh, Damon Wayans.
Wayans, yeah. I forget the name of his character.
Michael.
Was that show on cable?
It was on ABC.
Was that ABC? Okay, that's the one I never watched. I never caught that. I don't think I've ever seen a full episode of that show.
It's good.
He's just like he's a jerk.
Yeah, he is a jerk.
But he's such a good dad. Like, I love you. I'm a clown you.
Okay.
I'm in my mind. I'm like, oh, that's me. Yeah. But I love him. And I love Uncle Phil. I love, but yeah, it's probably.
Yeah, he was a jerk to the kids, to his wife.
To Jay. He was just a jerk. But he was. He was. Bernie Mac vibes is what he's. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
For me, I grew up watching Fresh Prince and Family Matters and The Cosby Show.
Yeah.
This is an unpopular take, and I don't know, maybe it's gonna get me canceled, but I started watching The Cosbys, with my own kids.
As you should.
Phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, great representation. It's a great show. Can't co-sign everything Bill Cosby's done since then, but
we're talking about Clifford Huxtable.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go.
I don't know no Cosby.
right.
Those respectability politics. I don't like
right. Yeah, I'm not here for that, but some great TV fathers out there. I love that question.
That's cool.
Okay, here's my next one.
Okay.
I recently was perusing through the chapters of Between the World and Me by one of my favorite authors, Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Okay.
And this kind of spurred this question, right? Because, in the book, he talks, for those of us who may be listening to the podcast or watching the video, if you haven't read Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates, go read it. Excellent book. And not to belabor the point, but he touches on many issues. One of them, what it means to be a black man, black person in America, and all the things that come along with that. So this question is informed by that.
Yeah.
How do you talk to your daughter, or have you even had that conversation with your daughter about the realities of being a black person, a black young woman a young girl right now, and eventually, you know, a young woman in America, while also nurturing her sense of self-worth and identity?
Yeah. So I am much more crude than Elder Coates. We've been having the conversation with her from a young age, just like randomly in really interesting ways. We're American and Nigerian. We're American and we're Black American. We had this thing we were doing before she was born, where like Sundays was like Black Music Day. So in the morning we start with like music from the continent, and then by like evening or like mid-afternoon it's like hip hop, and then by the evening it's like Big Mabel and Satchmo, and like, you know, we're covering the spread, right? Intentionally, there was a day my daughter went to school because of her and her incredible mind. We were told we can't just have her in any school. We need to have her somewhere that they can ride with her. Unfortunately for our community, those spaces are few and far between. So our daughter's at a really good but predominantly white school. There was one particular day they were playing in the play area, and she wanted to go into the game they were playing. And one of the little girls said to her, "You have to be light skinned."
Wow.
And those kids, they call white people light skin, and then Black people dark skin.
Wow.
Light skin to play here. Jean was devastated. I mean, devastated. She came home and she was just weird. She was, you know, attitude, and she wouldn't talk to me. That's not my daughter. And I caught myself like about to get upset. I was giving her a shower, and I said, "Hey, something happened at school today." And she was like, "Yeah, Daddy, they wouldn't let me play. They said I'm too dark and da-da-da." And I talked to her about it a little bit, and then we sat on the couch and we were watching something. I was on my phone reading an article, and I looked over and she was sitting there. She said, "Daddy, I wish I was light skinned, and I wish my hair was blonde and my eyes were blue."
Wow.
Kind of lost it in a controlled way, and I was like, "Oh, girl, our skin is beautiful, and look at mommy's skin, look at daddy's skin, look at grandma's skin, and we're all the same complexion, and you know, it's rich and colorful, and we stay the same color. You know, we don't turn this when we're cold." And this, I kind of went the wrong way, but it was too far. So now we find ourselves like being really intentional about, hey, beautiful Black girl. You know, we play Beyonce's Brown Skin Girl in the car. She loves Nas's I Can.
Oh, wow.
Classic.
Yeah, man. Classic. There's a song by, I forgot his name, but he has a version with Maverick City. Pretty bright skin, pretty dark skin, pretty light skin. I see African written in your DNA. So we're playing those in the background, in the peripheral, but then we're having intentional conversation about our people. Right. So we talk through, because at school they call Martin Luther King the Dreamer. Martin Luther King told the Dreamer. And so we talked to her about like what the Dreamer actually did. We talked to her about why the Dreamer did what he did and what happened to the Dreamer. We unpack Juneteenth and we celebrate the mess out of that thing.
That's good.
And then we've been super intentional, which is difficult, especially in our context, about finding like good Black representation in the shows that she watches. So right now she's watching Lila in the Loop.
Okay.
It's a really good show for her age. This little Black girl, I think her parents are Jamaican, because there's a hamster, and her mother was like, "Don't forget the kids." We pushed that, and now we're trying to be intentional about crafting for her natural Black spaces. Because a couple Thanksgivings ago, like my family and Jazz, like everyone's in the house. We're at the table, we're eating, we're laughing, and Jean looked up and she goes, "Daddy, there are a lot of Black people here." And I was like, you need more of this. Need more of this. But that's the way. So we address stuff in. So the other day she said, "Daddy, you know, sometimes da da da," and I said, you know, "Sometimes when I see police officers, I want to run da da." And I said, "I hear you, I understand you, but you know, be careful with police."
Yeah.
And she goes, "Well, Daddy, why? What's going on?" And she saw something. There's a police officer yelling at someone. She said, "Why are they yelling at them like that?" I said, "Well, because not all police officers are good police officers, especially to Black and brown people."
Yeah.
So, "Daddy, what do you mean?" So we take time and unpack
It.
that.
Yeah.
And
Teachable
so,
moment.
yeah,
Teachable moment.
yeah, it's a struggle because, like I said, my daughter loves the world, and what I don't want to do is like drag darkness into her spaces. So we are trying to find ways about like talking to her about these things, talking to her about like, so she'll tell you, back in the day, people used to kill Black people because they didn't like them. But then, you know, because of the Dreamer and other people, the Black people were able to live and so forth. And so we're just, you know, intentionally just saying, hey, you know, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. This is where we are. You know, tackle it as we move along.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
We really have to be very cognizant and aware of our children's things that they say.
Yeah.
And things that they say, who they're interacting with, and look for opportunities to have teachable moments.
Yeah.
So we really have to have our parent radars on 24/7.
Yeah.
It is so important. I think that we've dropped the, I say I like I'm a single parent. I'm not.
Me, myself, and I.
My hand, no, I'm joking. I love her to death. I think we dropped the ball with the Black history. That's something I wish we would have done better.
Yeah.
Because we live in a world where it's just you as a Black person, you need to be aware of your Black culture.
Yeah.
It's so important, especially now.
And I think so. One, I want to credit Jasmine for that. For those who know my wife, Jasmine, I want to credit her for that because Jasmine's a historian.
Yes, she is.
And Jasmine is a Black historian, so she's really good about that. But the other thing I want to say is being intentional about crafting subconscious spaces, right? Because we're bombarded by whiteness, by white supremacy,
Absolutely.
and we're bombarded by white ethics and beauty standards, and so in our home, we're trying to be intentional about like, hey, if we're gonna watch this show, it's either gonna be a POC show or it's good for POCs.
Yeah.
Not because we don't want her watching white people on TV, but because her entire life is white people.
Inundated.
Inundated. And so we need to make sure that you have some love for us.
Yeah.
And that you're not trying to be, like them. Nothing wrong with them, but you're not them.
You're not them.
And I want you to love you.
Who you are.
So this is our music. This is our food. This is our dress. This is our style. This is our culture, right? And also because of some of the negative elements of our culture, right? Being able to pick through and say and address like this is our culture. This bad thing is not our culture.
Yeah.
Right. It's creeping in.
Creeping
but this is who we are as people. And so
that's good. One of the things I do in my classroom, I try to celebrate everybody because I know they feel you gotta it's February but I said February's great, Black History Month's great. Now let's do Hispanic Month. I want to celebrate your culture. So it's so good that every parent does that. I think that being culturally aware is so important, and it makes us a great country.
Yep.
I like the fact that you said, you're intentional about showing her, people who look like her. I have a very salient memory when I went to visit Dominica, my parents' country. Last time I was 13, so that was many, many, many years ago.
Yeah.
But I think I remember going at an earlier age and watching television there, and I was blown away. And I remember, this is such a distinct memory at seeing the people on the television on TV, and everyone was Black.
Yep.
And I felt like, oh my goodness, something felt wrong about it and out of place.
Yep.
And reflecting on that memory as an adult, it made me realize how colonized and how whiteness was all that I saw, predominantly what I saw on television as a child.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm expecting to see white faces, but when you see people who look like you, it's like, oh my goodness, it felt alien, it felt foreign.
Yeah.
And now as an adult, if I saw that, I'm like, oh, this is wonderful. This feels normal. That feels natural. Now, and I love to see that, and I think that's great that you're doing that with your daughter intentionally.
Yes. You ever see a commercial and just feel good about this feels good, and then go back and why did everybody in this commercial is Black? And I was like, oh, I like this commercial. What's this about? You know what I'm saying? And the fact that even to your point, right, when we see stuff, it's like, oh, this is Black television, as opposed to it's just television. Because our default is, white faces and white spaces is the norm.
One of the sorry to cut you off, Keith. One of the things I like to tell my parents with the kids with books, I said, buy them books that have faces that look like them. I said children are invested in books when they can see themselves in the characters.
Could you name 2 books?
Absolutely. Since we're here,
just for
just for point of reference.
Grab them off my shelf.
Those who want to know.
As I carry them with me.
Right.
Just look it up, folks. Tyson Bell, type it in Amazon. Got 2 children's books for you. Wonderful. You'll love them.
Let's go.
You'll love them.
Let's go.
Help feed my family, please. We want to have dessert tonight.
Yes, we do.
Sorry, Keith. Go ahead.
No, you're good, man. You're good. I think actually.
I want.
Another question.
Actually, I wanted to ask you if you have, and I'm start asking this every week. Do you have a dad joke? I always got one in my back pocket, but I always want to ask the dads if they have. I
have several dad jokes.
I knew you would.
I've taught one of my recent favorite. I taught this one to Jean. She says all the time, "How do seals say goodbye?"
Here it comes. Prepare yourself, Keith.
I'm waiting.
See you later.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah.
that's good.
You want a really good one?
Yes, please.
Go like buy a bag of frozen peas. Just buy a bag of go to Kroger, go to Giant Eagle if you're fancy. And then come home, stand in front of Camille, stand in front of Darlene at the table, open the bag of peas and pour them out on the table. And then say, I'm sorry, I peed on the table.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm doing that tonight.
Yeah.
I'm doing that
Listen,
tonight.
Yeah.
I'm doing that tonight.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think you could truly appreciate these jokes until you become a father. You become a dad. The corniness of the jokes.
It's the reaction. That's what does it for
goodness.
me.
I love it.
Yeah.
See, now he's a dad because people who have dad jokes in their back pocket.
True father.
Those are the
True
older.
dad.
Those are the older men that you need to be afraid of because at the reunion or the picnic, they're coming. They're coming at you.
Oh my goodness.
Genie be like, Daddy, I'm hungry. I said, hi, hungry. I'm dad.
Oh man. Okay.
God.
I do have one last. I don't know. These questions are the quote unquote serious question.
Give it to me, Keith.
What kind of legacy?
Oh, Lord.
That's our last
Right.
That's a good
Right. This is we gotta just hang your hat on this one. Here. You gotta go out, leave the stadium with this. What kind of legacy do you hope
Oprah
to
moment.
leave for your daughter, both spiritually, culturally,
Oh wow.
et cetera, et cetera?
I try to get through this without crying, man.
There's a welcome here.
You're safe. I don't see no tissues around.
This is a
don't
safe
use
space.
tissues.
There's clean. There's a
They
clean
don't
hand.
want me. Listen, this is a private space. It's not between the world and me. Anyway,
I'm glad we're taping. That's good.
yes. I've been telling Tyson over the last few weeks that I've been wrestling in the space that I'm in. I'm 40 in 6 months. I'm an Adventist pastor, so I don't make much money. And society has built in me this idea that I'm a failure if marker. To the point that I ignore those markers which I've already met. Right? Like I'm a 39-year-old black man in America, but I own a home. I ignore that. So I'm wrestling in that space. Because what I want to leave, it's almost twofold. Tangibly, I want to leave wealth for my daughter. I want my daughter to go through life easier than I went through life. And not just wealth for the sake of like, oh, I've amassed funds. But what my wife and I want for ourselves, we want for Jean, right? We want her to be able to walk past this thing, the Two Dads podcast and say, man, I believe in this. I think that this is going to benefit and change so many lives. Here's $10,000.
Wow.
Right? We want her to be a generous, if she can be philanthropic, world changer. So the legacy that I hope to leave for her is what I'm wrestling with. 'Cause I don't know that I'm able to equip her, not just fiscally, right? But even in terms of time. But I'm straying. What I want to leave for her is stability, and I want her to not struggle with identity and purpose.
That's good.
Like I want her to know exactly who she is, which delineates for her exactly what she can do.
Yeah.
Right? And then equips her with the ability to be profound in those spaces.
I love that.
Yeah, that's good.
To be profound.
Yeah. Like when you know this is my space.
Yeah.
And I'm confident in this thing.
Yeah.
Then I can become a master in this space. And I want her to be a master in her spaces.
That's good.
I want her to be confident. I want her to be certain. Thank you, Lord. Hear this. All of my life has been governed by fear. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Like even you guys, I'm so proud that you guys have a podcast. Because in my mind, I'm like, I can't do that. I'm afraid. People won't like it. People won't watch it. And I want her to be robbed of that, so she can just live.
Yeah.
And as God puts it on her heart, she's like, let's get it, right? And so that's the legacy I want to leave for her. That's what I'm trying to build in myself so she can see it and then run with that.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, right now, for me, that's tied to accomplishment, right? It's tied to wealth. It's tied to notoriety. Like if I can say, "Oh, I've done this," then I can say, "See, don't let fear." Right? I'm trying to learn, even without seeing. I don't see myself as having done some magnificent thing or having built or left some legacy, or I don't have a foundation I'm giving through or stuff like that. I'm trying to learn how in my current space to be able to say, no, I've accomplished this. And you now, child, can live fearlessly and accomplish what God has put on your heart.
Wow. That's beautiful. And at the same time, I love what you just said. And I also find it highly ironic in the sense that you being a minister, you have probably literally touched the lives of thousands of people, you know, doing what you do and pouring into the lives of people, so many people, and still yet somehow, you know, I know you mentioned society. I want to use the word infects us with certain ideas of accomplishment and success being somehow tied to your achievement in terms of, you know, finances and so on and so forth, or even, you know, what material things you may leave behind. And yet, and as a teacher, right, I struggle with some of those same things as well, because, you know, being a teacher is a in my mind, it's a ministry, right? And it's not one that pays fairly well, comparatively speaking, as Tyson knows, and as you know, right? Being a preacher, being a pastor. But yet I have to somehow divorce or let me not use the word divorce, but I guess free myself or liberate myself from the idea that, you know, just because my bank account doesn't necessarily, you know, align with, you know, my hopes, dreams, and aspirations, I still know that at the end of the day, you know, that I'm having an impact, and I see that in the lives of the, you know, the students who may come back and talk to me years later, or, you know, that young person who, you know, would, hey, thank you. You know, Mr. Luke. And I don't know, man. I think society tries to mess us up, but
It does.
But I don't know. I think we have to have that macro view, that, you know, that larger perspective, and know that your daughter is seeing not only personally, right, when you pour into her, but as I'm sure she grows and matures, she's going to see the impact that you've had in the lives of others and be like, yo, that's a dope legacy. Like my father is not just this loving dad who demonstrates that he loves me, but I've also seen the powerful impact he's had in the lives of others. So.
It's something I pray and strive toward it. And even as I'm talking it through with you now, my mind is saying, no, that's the legacy. Like, defeat that thing, right? Cause I look at you guys, I'm like, y'all are teachers. Like, you all propel us forward. Like, every next generation is because of you. Like where we are, especially in our community, you are the teachers of our leaders. Like, you make our Barack Obamas. That's good. You make our
Donald Trumps.
Yes, you create them.
One of our listeners was thinking that.
Unfortunately, he's from.
You.
He's from Queens, New York.
MAGA. You MAGA. That's for you. MAGA.
Sorry about that.
The maggots.
The MAGA.
We gave that to you guys. That's Queens. But like, so in my mind, like, no, y'all do that, right? And I'm struggling to see that in my own life. And I make the joke often, but you know, a lot of truth is said in jest. LeBron is literally like 10 days older than me. And like, money aside, right? This man built a school. And sends people to and donates to this and has had an impact on so many facets of society, a tangible, practical, like he changed my life, right? And I'm like, yo, bro, what have you done? I'm saying, but for Jean, it may just be, I see it in her too, right? It may just be, no, this is what I've done. And this is what God has allowed me to do.
Exactly.
And I'm living in this space. If I can leave that for her, right? Like, find your parameter, find your boundary, find what God has created you to do, be comfortable and confident in that, and then kill that thing. I think I've done enough.
That's been my because my thing, even with the book, you know, I'll be in a Barnes and Noble and I'm like, oh, why is my book not in this Barnes and Noble. You know, you kind of beat yourself up. And then I'm thinking, you know, every time I've given a book to one of my students, they're just like blown away.
Yeah.
I'm like, it could be just for that. And my prayer this year has been, and for my children, I want to see myself the way God sees me.
I love that.
And I'm like,
That is beautiful.
He's like, look, you wrote this book. I gave you the idea. You're big in this. Like you said, be big in your space.
Yeah.
He may not have me to be a New York Times bestseller, but there may be a child at my school that needed to see a black author.
Work
like him.
your circle.
Yeah.
Work your circle. That was such an impactful sermon right there.
Yeah.
Sometimes your words come back to bite you. And
Work your circle, baby.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the space. That's the vibe. I didn't cry.
You did not.
You held it together.
I was close.
It was very
You
close.
held it together. I got 3 more. I got 3 tears.
Man, hit me. Let's go. I'm ready.
But
Man, no, we've hit our hour mark.
Yeah.
And we don't want to weary
the Saints.
the Saints. And we're hoping you come back for a part 2, though.
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to come back.
With Gene, that would make it an amazing podcast. She'd be all over the place.
Gene would be right up in that mic.
Yeah.
And
Right.
And I also saw. She'd love it.
You know, it's funny. Just earlier today, Camille was telling me, "Oh my goodness, you guys should do an episode with, or just do." She was talking about either an episode or an entirely separate podcast where we do it with our kids, with our sons, and our daughters. So
That'd be fun.
That'd be good.
It would be.
Listen, that girl don't need an excuse
No.
to get in front of a mic and a camera.
So
She'll do it.
yeah,
Kids are.
I'm game. I'm game
kids
if you guys are.
I
down.
did a movie podcast with my kids
Yeah,
years
I
ago when they were
remember.
little, and it was hilarious.
We're still waiting for the next episode.
You know, it's not
Isabella
as fun
and
as when they're
Benjamin-
teenagers.
Right. Yeah, they're in there. They're too cool
when they
for
started
school.
giving me and as a
Yeah.
response, I was like, "Oh, the podcast is done." This was cute when they were 6 and 3, but
My kids are still waiting for the next episode. We listen to every single one, and I'm not kidding.
you are our number one listener. We appreciate you.
I wasn't informed of this podcast. I'll listen at my earliest
We had
convenience.
like 4 episodes. I have to set them to you.
I like 4. 4 is a
It's
good
pretty
number.
interesting.
Yeah.
But we thank you, my friend.
And thanks
you
for having me.
joining us.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Thank you
We
for
have
allowing
some,
me in the space.
rock and roll music to rock out.
This is what Ben was playing this morning.
Right.